There we go. Oh god, this might be logic gates. Or and Zors. Try over here first. Alright. Okay. Oh shoot. Ah, damn it, no. There we go. I don't want JSON file or JavaScript file being sitting there, so I had to go delete it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go take a leak real quick. Alright, let me check. I know I've got some. How long is it? When you go to ask like somebody, ask them. Ooh. All right. Actually change some things around real quick on restream. Wow, I can't type. Actually, is there a Twilio quest? There is! Oh, that was on D Live too, okay. Twilio quest here. Yes, let's go! Okay. Create a file, we did that in the code folder. Inside this file, declare a variable called inventory. This variable should contain an array with the following 5 strings. Okay, once the code creates a variable called inventory, the items above. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see what we gotta do to create an array. Okay. Okay, so this would be just a basic. Wait, hold on, why is that so small? There we go. So then we could just do. And that would just be. Oops, not those. And I can't spell constant, right? Sheesh. Okay, so then we could do let array. Oh, well, we said we were going to call it inventory. Let inventory equal. Yeah. Ductipium or uranium rod, ruthenium isotopes, concave lens, and refraction panel. No, it should be new array. Cannot redeclare block scoped variable inventory. Identifier inventory has already been declared. What? Cannot access array before initialization. Okay, so then we just remove the let, and we just put this inventory. We should be good. Assignment to constant variable. Okay, so if we let inventory do that and we remove this, alright, let's see here. What I might do, because if I'm not mistaken, what I can also do is this so I can see my code better. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Yes! It's because I forgot to save. Making all the edits and forgot to save. Learn to access the data inside using indexes. Add first to last.js. Okay. Second seal of the airlock is blocked up by another security barrier. The JavaScript code that you'll need to fix here is a function that processes shipping manifests specifically. There's a function that takes an array of strings as an argument and returns a new string, which is the result of sticking the first and last items of the array together. You'll need to get this function working properly before you can enter the infinite loop. Define a function of the same name called add first to last. Oh. Function should return a string, which is the first and last items in the input, concatenated together. Some example code you can use here. Okay. Okay, so we use the input array. We can name that anything we want, though. Because we're going to initialize first and last. And we're going to length is greater than 0. First and last equals input array. And we're going to concatenate them plus input array. So let's just use this as the starting point just to see. And then we are going to return first and last. Alright, let's just see what comes up. And first or last returned, not a number, instead of expected value, first, third. When called. Okay, so then okay, so we gotta change the input array length, maybe? And first and last. Return not a number. So it's got something to do with here. String. Okay. Do I instead just type in string so that way it recognizes the inputs as strings? Add first to last returned blank instead of the expected value third for first third. Okay, so I have to determine the array first. Alright, so let input array equal first, second, third. Exact value first, third. When called with parameters first, turn to blank. I know this isn't what's causing the issue, but sake of doing the same thing. Function add first and last input array. Let first to last equal input array? I don't think so. No. I think I know what I gotta do. So we're gonna function add first to last input array. Oops. Sorry guys, trying to help somebody in Discord. Kind of aggravating. Old man. And first to last returned NaN instead of expected value first third. Okay, so it has to take an argument, which means I need to put the arg in. Oh, okay, so then, yes, I make this input array. Returned NaN instead of expected value. Huh? Input array. Okay, returned not a number instead of expected value first third. So I'm having to make an array because... Okay, so I don't have to put an argument, I have to make an array. So we got to initialize input array as, oops, new array. Oop. Oh. Well, no, I want to designate the, okay, I could do this. But if I do that, okay. Alright, so we initialize the array. And now we've got to put... let array equal, and then we do first, second, and damn it, I keep on doing the shift one. First, second, and that comma was out of place, and third. So we've initialized the array, we've assigned the array values, and now we're calling it into the script. An unexpected error occurred. Cannot access array before initialization. Let's see here. There we go. Cannot access array before initialization. Equal a new array. So what if we just did this? We just put let input array be that. We go back to the same issue we had. Okay, so what if we just did that? This is outside the function, so this is considered a global, which means it should always be able to identify that. Cannot re-declare it because it is under global, so this actually has to be put inside this block of code. Now there's no issues. Identifier. Okay, so then we could just do that, remove that part, I think. Input array has already been declared. Oh! What if I did this? We're back to the NAN. Yeah. Oh, okay, so we go here first, second, last. Unexpected string. Unexpected string. No. I'm trying all these damned ideas. Just don't understand it. Mm. Good old Nan. Mm. Alright, so here's some examples of inputs and outputs. It says your function should return a string, which is the first and last items in your input array concatenated together. So what I tried doing initially, and tell me if I'm wrong in thinking of this, let input array equal, and then I can do new array. And then inside here, put in what is within the array, which is first, second, and third. But then when I try to run it, oh, that's a different, oh, well, we're still debugging, that's why. Save. Okay, that's a new error then. Okay, well, what if we tried to, so why is it showing that as a problem? Staring out the genius demonstrate on Hey Wolfie. Oh, rather than new array, just try putting let input array equal AB instead of putting new. Okay, so then array equals, and then we just do, oops, first, second, third, and then a little colon afterwards. That's called an array literal. New is usually used for objects. Well, it was showing me under the help thing to, or wait, I think it was the second one. Okay, so that's how I created the first array called inventory. So, oops. Do we just do that? And we're back to what my initial problem was. Add first to last returned NaN instead of expected value first third when called within the parameters first, second, third. Also input array 5 is going to take the 6th object from the array. Oh. So do you put these at 0? Okay, no, so 0 would be 1, and we'd put 2 here, maybe? Add first to last return golden undefined instead of expected value golden terrier. Oh, I have to make multiple arrays? Okay. So let input array. I'm just doing this for the sake of. Actually, hold on. Oh shit, this is gonna be. So wait, do I have to make 3 separate functions? Or is there... Because we got past the first, second, third now. Return golden undefined. So the objective is to create a non-infinite loop. In the file, create a function named add first to last, which takes an array of strings as the first and only argument. Your function should concatenate the first and last element of the input array. Oh, maybe. Don't give me the answer yet. I think I understand what's going on here. So, I have to put all of the variables. This might not be the way they want it to be done, but if we're doing this all off of one array, we'll go golden terrier and then Cheerio as the last. So then that means if it works, ship it. It may not be optimized, but okay, so if is above 1, first and last is going to equal what if we ran multiple if loops? Would that be a bad thing? So if input array dot length is greater than 1, we'll then put I think you already have everything on screen you need, to be honest. So I wouldn't run an if statement for each one of these inputs, because if I'm assigning first and last to be spot 1 and 3, which is 1 and 3, that means I could also do input array 4 and 5, which would be 3 and 4, but in a different if statement. Would that work, or am I looking at this wrong? I mean, I think that would work. but I don't think it's going to be optimized the way it needs to be. So if input is AB, the output is AB, yeah. Okay, but now it's passing the first, second, third, the first input. Now it's trying the second input and is getting golden undefined. So if that's the case, then I don't need this. It's getting golden undefined rather than golden terrier. I don't get it though. Return golden undefined, which is first to last. Yes, I already know how long the array is. So do I just do another line of first to last equals from the length? Ooh. Yeah, I know I can do math and code, so if input array length is greater than 1, and equal to 6? The last item of the array will always be input array.length minus 1? So what if we do 0? No, it doesn't change anything. Okay, so you said we can do math within the code itself, so I know you are, and I appreciate that. I'm trying to. Okay, so it's got something to do with this number because changing that number changed how far the function got. So you said we can do math, so I have to do a math equation. Now I just got to figure out what that equation is. Okay. Fuck, my coffee's cold. Now you already have the first item, yeah. Okay. Add first to last, return golden undefined. So that means the first item that we got is golden. It found golden. So 2 is undefined, so I gotta change this number. Did you know you can put an equation in between the brackets at the end of line 9? Okay. So I'm just trying to clarify. since input array 1 returns golden, the first part, this is the problem part right here. The second part of the input array, correct? I just got to figure out what number needs to go there or what math equation needs to go there. Zero plus 2. How would you know what the last item in the array is? Didn't you say it was -1? Because it would, instead of starting here, it would go back. Yeah, see, now it goes back to the first, second, third thing. So I need to make some sort of... Nope. Huh, that works in some languages, but not Node, if I remember correctly. Okay. Well... Wait, if input array length... So by length, the dot length right here is talking about... Is it talking about the amount of, like, items within the array, or is it talking about the amount of characters within that first part? I'm thinking it's... Okay, see, I was thinking it was the amount of letters within each entry. So that's where I was getting confused. Okay, so if input array is greater than 0, so then... Would I put greater than 0 but less than 6? I don't think that's right. Line 8 is 100% correct. Okay, so it's line 9 that is the issue. Line 9 is definitely the issue. Oops, what did I just do? There we go. You have a 2 hard-coded. Okay, so then... Always needs to be the last. So... Fuck me, man! Ah! Because if I change that to a 5, which is the end of the array, I lose... How would you get the number of items within the array? That is a good question. Let me actually do this. Okay, so I got the declaration of the array. Integer? Length? I'm so lost. Oh my god. Okay, so it's length. So input array. So if I do like input array. Oh my god. If input array length is greater than 0, then first and last are going to equal input array item 1 and input array item array 3. Do I just do a... Instead of a 2, put the equation in, so input array dot length. Then instead of 2, put the equation in. So input array dot length. I'm gonna feel so stupid when I finally figure this out. Did I put input array dot length plus like no, first, second, and third are undefined. That's because length counts starting at 1, but the bit between the brackets counts from 0, yeah. 0 is 1, 1 is 2, 2 is 3. I don't know why I think this is going to work, but... Okay, yeah, it didn't. Okay. I have to say this out loud in order to understand it, because it cleared. Okay, so if input array length is greater than 0, which it is, the first and last is going to equal input array 0, which will be first, plus input array So if we plus input array while it's minusing 1 from the length, I don't understand how that works. Because if we minus 1 from 0, we get negative 1, but you said that's not going to work in Node. Input array. minus length minus 1. The length of the array is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last item in the array is at 5. Okay. So you want me to type in console.log? Yeah, because that's how it's labeled. Yeah. I'm not understanding, like, that one has got me stumped. I understand that there's 6 items within the array. But if we do the input array length minus 1, that would leave 5. But I don't understand how that actually I don't understand how that actually would still get these outputs. Because if you minus 1, from the length, I mean, is it removing the first entry at that point? And if it is it it has to be removing the first entry. Is that what it's doing? Is it actually deleting an entry within the array? Okay, I'm not modifying the array. Okay. So first and last, input array 0 is gonna return that as a value. Plus, yes, computers start counting at 0. Plus the input array minus 1. Okay, so then what's the relationship right here? So input array and then the input array length. These brackets do... What sort of equation is that bracket creating that I'm not understanding? Is an indexer. This is tickling my taint, not in a good way. When you say array 4, you are taking item at index 4, not 0, 1, or 2, but 4. Yeah, so if I say I'm taking it at 4, that would mean that it would be at terrier. Yeah. Well, taking index 4... Yeah. Yeah, so that would be E in that case, if we were following that array of yours. That would be E, right? Okay, yeah, I was right there. Okay. It's it's 4 p.m. for me, so yeah. So if we're indexing -1, the length is 5. If you try to do an array 5, you'll get undefined. Yes. Okay, so by initializing it, okay, so what I'm understanding now is with this line of code on 8, if it's greater than 0, which means it's going to see a total of 5 entries, or a total of 6 entries starting at 0. Or no. It's not, we're not indexing, we're counting, so that would be 6 total. And then first and last equals input array 0. Which in this case, now these two zeros don't mean the same thing. This is actually a 1 within the 6 entries. Okay. Plus the input array again, which is going to be, at that point, would be adding 6. So then we take the input length -1 to make it 5, so that way it understands that there's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I finally understanding it correctly? Okay. Okay, that was a rough one. Oh my gosh. So essentially, between these two lines of code, we're having to decipher between what the computer sees it as and what we as humans see it as. So the length is currently 6, but we have to change it to something that allows the computer to understand it since we count at 0, or since it starts counting at 0, which means the number has to be a 5, because 5 is actually Cheerio. Whew. That made my brain hurt a lot. I'm actually going to notate. I know it's a very unconventional way to do that sort of thing. This is the other reason people create libraries. They create an array.last, function and then an array.first function and stop worrying about it. You missed it when I was watching their stream. They had mentioned something about a problem that JavaScript has is where when you order, you use .sort. It'll order the numbers by the beginning letter or the beginning number, but it won't be in an actual alphabetical, or not alphabetical, it won't be in an actual numerical value order because it'll go like 11,600 and then 2004, since it starts with a 1 and then starts with a 2, but they're obviously not in the correct spot. String comparison is messed up. And I was like, aha, there's one of the first libraries I need to create. Okay, that coffee's warm enough. But I'm sure everybody else has attempted to create a library for that, and it's probably not been created yet because it's not as simple as it seems. It's built into Node.js. Oh, is it? Okay. Man, that took me for a doozy, that array. Oh my god. See, I never knew, see, that's something I didn't understand because I don't think anywhere in the lessons so far, it doesn't tell you that you have to make sure that the computer can understand what you as a human are doing with the code, because the way we read numbers is different. So that's the reason why I couldn't understand that. Oh my goodness. Learn. I mean, if you have the math degree, it makes perfect sense. Most of us don't have that, though. Yeah, I don't have a math degree. Learn to split arrays into multiple arrays and to sort the... Oh, boy. Oops, I meant to click the next button, not that. Okay, so first off, new item. Get first amount sorted.js. After stepping aboard the infinite loop, you see that the explosion has caused several of their own systems malfunction, including this barrier. You'll have to fix some of the array processing code aboard the ship in order to access the areas within. You find a bit of code causing this barrier to remain closed. Like the previous barriers you encountered, you'll need to fix a misbehaving JavaScript function that deals with array processing. Slicing and sorting. Inside it, create a function called this. Function will take two arguments. The first argument should be an array. The second argument should be a number. Your function must do the following. Begin by sorting the input array, the first argument, into alphabetical order. Once the input array is sorted, return a new array. Is that grammatically correct, or is that a typo? The first number of elements of the input, where the n is the value of the second argument of your function. Okay. Okay. So I created that. Let's open it. What was it called? Get first amount sorted. Okay, so first things first. If I'm going to look at this as a reference, we can determine the input array. And it's going to have all of these. So we're going to put these into one array, but then have to split the array up. So I'm actually going to do something a little different. This is something I want to keep practicing. That way it makes looking at arrays way easier instead of scrolling. Okay. An input array equal this, and then we're gonna have to third. Is there a way to, like, I guess I just kind of have to do that? Gotta hit the right arrow to comma and enter. I don't think there's any way around that, is there? Golden Terrier. Ugh. I could have just copied the first thing, probably. So, like, okay, so... I don't think there is. So, like, with me, like, when I get done typing, since it already does the quotes all together, I have to hit the right, then comma, then enter to go into a new line. I'm just guessing, like, there's no way to really have it understand when I'm done typing. That's okay, though. Apple Jacks. And Lucky Charms. Actually, I don't need the comma on the last entry. I think if you just type the single quote character, it will not type another, just press right as you say. Oh no, it does. It does type it types both quotes. Every time I hit one of the quotes, it types both. Okay. And Golden Terrier and Boxer are supposed to return 0. So I need to add Boxer to that list. Yes, but at the end of the string, if you type quote again, it won't add a third. Doesn't really matter. Oh, I think I know what you're saying. So Boxer, and if I hit that, okay, yeah. That makes it easier, yeah. Okay. Oh, this is familiarized with the functions that are built into array objects. Here we go, sort and slice. Which changes an existing array, mutates it by sorting all the elements within it, which creates a new array, which is a subset of a given array. So the starter code should look something like function get first amount sorted, input array and number of items. Yep, that makes sense. So I understand that. Function get first amount sorted. Oops. Get first amount sorted, input array, and then the number of items. Sort input array alphabetically. So sort array equals input array dot sort array. Sort the input array alphabetically, so click here, array.sort. So it would be input array.sort. Because if we do input array.sort and then tell the console to log sorted array, that should give us all those strings sorted. If I'm not mistaken, I'm probably wrong, but let's give it a try. What is it? Node get first amount sorted.js returns nothing. Node is the command to test it, right? If I'm not mistaken. Okay, node is command. Let's do CBA. Okay, no, it doesn't take any argumental inputs because I don't have an arg on it. Let's just remove number of items for right now. Because reasons. Nope. Let me know if you need a hint. Great. Input array. No. Do I have to define it as a constant? No. Function. So I'm defining the name of what I want the sorted array to be, the input array.sort. And I've defined it as a variable up here by using let. Oop. Well, we made something here. Sorted array is not defined. Okay, what did you say? Why do you create functions? To be reusable blocks of code. To call, like, to be able to call upon it. So where am I using that? Oh, so instead of calling for the sorted array, I call for the get first? Okay, now it's just telling me the output is function get first amount sorted. Okay, so it was in the right place. Okay. So the console was in the right place, so I put it back, but you were not calling the array from your code. Okay, so within the function, or no, that's outside of the function, so let's do this. And then we change this back to sorted array. And here we make I didn't think so. So we'll just put this as new array. Look back through your previous code. How did you call functions? Return? Okay, function. Oh, we don't need that console.log there. Let first and last if previous I call from PowerShell. Get first amount sorted.js. Arrays are gonna fuck with me, I know they are, until I start understanding this stocko. Okay, so it's not calling the function at all anymore. And then if I'm not mistaken, that lines it out, right? Or this comments it out. Okay, that is a comment, okay. Okay, node get first amount sorted. The arguments are going to be the input array and the number of items. Okay. Let's just back up here for a minute. Where are you calling the function in that file? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm not, obviously. So if I'm looking at this right here, okay, we define the function. We've defined the function. And then outside of that function, it says we're creating a new constant or a new variable called new array. And then that's where it's calling the function with those variables or arguments. And that argument. And then this is printing. So I should be able to just do... Oop. Constant new array is going to be get first amount sorted. And since it's already, the array's already been defined, I don't have to type anything in there. Within this function, it's already sorted. So then I should be able to console.log new array. Oops. And now I get errors. It's pointing at the S in sort. The sort have to be capitalized. Okay, sort does not. Okay, so then things might have changed because it's input array dot sorted array maybe. I'm not passing any arguments in. Let me just try this real quick. Oh, it's giving me the same error. Sorted array, okay. I'm not passing in any arguments for this, so this would just be the input array? No, it would be sorted array. No, I'm sorry. Shouldn't I put the console dot... No, I was right. At least I thought it was. Okay, so now it's not pointing at the sort. It's pointing at line 17 being the issue. Where it says sorted array, the argument. So should that just be the same thing in there? No, it's undefined. So do I have to manually... I don't understand, like... Okay, I'm defining what's in there. This is sorting it. So then, do I have to go ahead and re-input all those? I don't think that would be the issue. Okay, so what if I just did sorted array, comma 2, because of the number... Oh... I need to also determine the number of items. Hold on. Okay, so then... Return... Sorted array? Does that have to be inside or outside the brackets? I don't know. Line 15 is now right, okay. Okay, so I have to determine... It's telling me line 18 is the issue. It's pointing to sorted array. You want to pass the input into the function. Sorted array isn't defined because you assign it in the function. But line 18 is calling the function. Sorted array isn't defined because you assign it in the function. So does that mean that I'm supposed to take this outside of the function? Perhaps above it? The only array you have defined is on line 18 is input array. Okay, I'm not taking it out. Promise. Pass in input array instead of sorted array. Oop. Okay, so now it just makes the function sort. Is what it says. Get first amount sorted, not return an array as expected. How do you call a function? By creating a variable with a name that equals that function. On line 14, so... that? Or a let? No, not let. An if statement? No. Where are your brackets, man? Where are my brackets? Put array.sort would be accessing the field called sort, which is not what you want. Input array.sort. Oh, okay. So we were... Dot sort. Okay, so I was under the impression I didn't need to do that because the input array is obviously already backtracked all the way up here to show that it's a thing, but I guess since the brackets are there for additional arguments. Both are syntactically correct, but they mean different things. So I had everything right except for those two fucking brackets. Son of a bitch. Dot sort will return a reference to the function. So I need to make sure... to end it with that to make sure that the system, the computer, knows that I'm referencing the function or calling that function. That's good. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. See, I'm glad you're here, dude. Like, you are making things, like, so much better. So much better. Alright, so I want to make sure sort input array alphabetically, which is that right there. Create an array which contains the first number of items of the sorted array, the number of items that provided in the number of items variable. Well, see, that's what's kind of confusing me, though. Like, I never really defined number of items. Like, I don't understand why does that have like all those little underscores below it? What does that little dash underscore represent? Hover over it. Number of items is declared, but its value is never read. Which means that the quote-unquote number of items was that, because I input that argument there, since the first before the comma are these two and after the comma is that. Okay, but since we defined the new array after it's been sorted by typing in 2, we're putting in the argument 2 as in the number of items. So it's not predefined, it's post-defined. Am I thinking about that right? Not really? Okay. I'll slap myself later off stream. The function is just that template, remember? Okay. So theoretically, what I could have done is defined the number of items up here as a potential argument input into the PowerShell. Code will execute from line 1 to 11. Functions mean a file won't run from top to bottom. So then line 18, then 13 through 16. Everything up here, the defining a variable will always run first. But we were just kind of defining the function up here, but we didn't call it till down here, so it must read that first, then come here until it's called, and then it reads this. Okay. Okay. What was the second objective? Learn to split arrays in multiple arrays and to sort the items within. Oh, did we split the array at all? Create a file, inside create a function. But it said we cleared it somehow. This function will take 2 arguments. The first argument should be an array. The second argument should be a number. Your function must do the following. Begin by sorting out the array. Once the array is sorted, return a new array, which is the first number of elements of the input array, where n is the value of the second argument of your function, which would be the 2. But So here we go. Step 1, sort input array alphabetically, which we did. Create an array which contains the first n of items of the sorted array, the number of items provided by the number of and the variable. So then that would mean that if we could do this and we put 3, nope, still gives us the entire list. And step 3 is return the new array you created at step 2. I mean, that's pretty much what we did. We input the, we sorted it, we created the new, we created the array which contains the first items, which are these. The number of items is provided in the number of items variable. Well, I mean, we never really defined that variable. So if we were to come up here and say const number of items equals, just put 2. That doesn't change anything. Oops. No, that doesn't change anything. Oh. Where are you using dots? Fuck if I know. I didn't slice nothing up. All I know is I clicked hack to see what the next like error would be, and it said complete. It said clear. I don't see anything here about slicing. Oh. But it says clear, like I don't understand. No, I know. It's the slice right here which creates a new array in the subset given. So, returns a shallow copy of a portion of an array into a new array object. Clear means, so what I normally do is if the problem exists, I can click hack and it'll tell me what's missing. However, this one right here, when I went to check it, said success, and that I cleared it, although I never used the slice, which is weird. I'm gonna have to message Brian. You would need to do let sliced array equals sliced sorted array sorted.array.slice number of items, then return slice. My brain fucking just got destroyed. Console log animals.slice 2 and 4. Alright, so expected camel and duck. Huh? Yeah, you were not actually finished, it just accepted your answer. Alright, so constant animals equals, and we'll make the array. So slice animals.slice and then 2 says camel, duck, elephant. So okay, so it cuts it off at what it considers the second entry. Okay, so then this would be cuts it off at 2 and then 4. That shouldn't be camel, duck, it should be camel, elephant, no? Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4. So isn't that incorrect? An example of node using the count, not the index. Well, still, okay, so let's say 1, 2, it cuts it there, and gives me camel, but then it's also supposed to cut it at duck, which is supposed to give me elephant. Me no understanding. Think of it as I skip 2 and stop at the 4th item in the array. Oh, so start and finish. That's a start-finish type of thing. Okay. So it wants to start at item 2, so 0, 1, 2. And then stop at 4. So it goes to duck. Okay. So then 1, 5 would mean bison, and then... Well, I mean, there isn't a 5 in here. So you start at 2, end at 4. Okay. So we start at 1, end at 5, which is bison, camel, duck, elephant. Okay. I mean, yeah, I can just copy and paste that into a JavaScript file real quick. But no, I'm understanding it now. So this one starts at 2, starts right after 2, so it's camel, duck, elephant. This one starts after 2, but ends at the end of 4, which is camel, duck. This one starts at the end of 1 and stops at the end of 5, which is elephant, so bison, camel, duck, elephant. Is there a run button? Oh! Gotcha. The last array has got no conditions in it, so it puts it back, or spits out all of them. Okay, so I messaged the guy at the guys at Twilio Quest, waiting for one of them to respond. Sorry, I just got to go mod a bit. Alright, man, no problem. Thank you for coming out. I'm sorry for being such a hardhead. I'm gonna keep on trying to... You know, I might actually stop here to let my brain process a lot of this stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and minimize these. And who knows, I might actually dick around, make my own like array, and then start fiddling with it, trying to get it to do its things. Matter of fact, I'm just going to do that now. So, new item, crypto test.js, file, open, boom. All right, so let's say this array is just called number array equal, boom. Okay, so what we're gonna do is no, let's not do number array. Let's do car array. Ford Escort is the first. Chevy Impala second. Toyota Corolla. Whatever, I know I'm spelling it wrong. Alright, so. They're hollering at my dog, or hollering at their dog. So if we do a function, or actually, here we go. And then we were to do console.log car array.slice. We're gonna have it start at 2, end at 3. Just see if I did that right. Node crypto test.js. Okay, so it stopped at Toyota Corolla. So it started at the end of 2, stopped at the end of 3. Okay. So if I do 1, 3, it should return Chevy Impala and Toyota Corolla. There you go. Let me just do this real quick. No. Okay. Is there a way to file? Yep, save as. Do this. So what I'm going to do actually is close that. I'm going to make my own separate reference folder, which should be mkdir. Syntax reference. Alrighty, so then if I go cd and it should be C users crypto 0 quest syntax reference. Okay, so that does work. Okay, so what I'm going to do to make this a bit easier is this user's me quest syntax reference. I'm essentially going to copy and paste all of these minus crypto test. Copy and paste all of these here. We're then going to go back one. And then what I want to do is figure out what exactly each one of these does. That way I can reference back to them when I need to. Haha. Uh-oh, somebody messages. Give me a moment. Someone did a massage. A massage. A massage. A message. Alright, let's see what was said. Be eating here pretty soon. Oh, Mr. Skritov, I'm back. Stressful moment as 2 channels I'm on for were live and asking me questions. Oh, no problem. So what I was planning on doing here was taking these. Yep, everything happens all at once. Alright, so this input array. Okay, this is add first to last. Okay, right click, rename. Just gonna close all those out. Bring this back up. Okay, chest configuration. I was doing a little bit of stuff here, doing my own little slicing and whatnot on here, on my own little thing. Chest configuration though, so this one is about I'm gonna put some comments up here. I made my own separate copy of everything I've done so far, and I'm putting in comments of what exactly they do, so that way if I ever have a question of myself, I can reference back to the proper script. So this isn't going to be called chest configuration anymore. This is going to be creating constants and printing. Okay. Hmm. This shows how to create a nailed it. Okay. Almost done. Sorry. Sorry. Let's see here. Doesn't help that I wear IEMs, inner ear monitors. I will take note of that. I sincerely apologize. Control-Shift-P, show all commands. To hear things very well to include plastic bottles. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Okay. I doubt I'll have to worry about that one, but I'm gonna make sure. Prings instead of prints. I think that explains it, right? Script checks two argument inputs and prints out a specific string if both conditions are true. I think that's a good explanation of it. There, we got two more. Sort order.js is blank. Don't think that's supposed to be blank. Okay, I think that's all of them so far, minus the fizz buzz. Although, might be able to come back to this and do something. Okay. Number process if that wouldn't make sense. No, I'm not gonna fuck with that just yet. Excuse my language. You want to save changes you made to shouldwater.js. Don't save. Oops, not should order, should water. There we go, it's this one. Okay. I don't know why sort order is blank. That's a little worrisome there. We're going to continue on Twilio past the whole slice thing, even though we didn't get the correct script. I'm sure once it gets fixed, I will go back to it. And no, Wolfie, you're not weird. I do, yeah, I do get it. Slice is very simple to understand. Sort is very simple to understand. It went deeper than just me understanding sort. It was the fact that I wasn't calling the function, so it could sort, and then returning that value, and then printing it. I hope so. I really hope so. Wolfie. Quit being a goober. Use the botanist activation code and your knowledge of Boolean logic to enable this stasis beam. So Boolean logic is just true or false logic, correct? I was saying, like, I'm looking at this one right here to enable one of these beams. It says that I had to use Boolean logic, and if I'm not mistaken, isn't Boolean logic just like a true-false logic? Oh, okay, so sort strings in alphabetical order, which we just got done doing, the sort. Oh, that's why sort order is blank. Because I looked at this and I was like, no. Wolfie, you're the biggest goober ever. It's false that you were true. Ha! 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 Nice. Alright, so I've done that one. Let's continue on. Bro, this is getting complex. Holy smokes. 5, 4, oh yeah, so... The electrical engineer is trapped behind the security barrier. Solve the puzzle of the infinite loop freighter to free her. Beyond the barrier, you can see the Twilio Quest research team's electrical engineer. She has one of the activation codes you need to restart the ductipium experiment. However, she is still trapped behind a barrier that is different from the others aboard the infinite loop. This barrier requires a special 6-letter master password. The clues you need to decipher the password can be found by exploring the rest of the ship and hacking into the security nodes. Present in the ship's 6 secure cargo holds. Once you have hacked all 6 security nodes, you may return here and attempt to guess the password. Message is 6 character long. Each character in the password can be found in the following 2-dimensional array. And a mini poopant. Alright, so we'll worry about that later. Do I start with this one? Frequently, you'll need to execute a chunk of code once for each item in the array. This is accomplished by using a loop. Learn to use the array built-in function for each to accomplish this. Inside one of the secure cargo holds of the infinite loop, you'll find one of the security nodes you need to disable. This node is currently locked down because of misbehaving JavaScript function that is intended to scan the freighter's cargo for suspicious content. Okay, so let's... New item, freight scanner.js. Okay, create a function called scan that takes an array of strings as an argument. Your function must return a number, the total number of times the string contraband appeared in the input array. Papers, please create a file. Omni poop ant sounds like an exploding insect. So you'll have to, you'll get to know Wolfie quite well here. He likes to make, he likes to separate bigger words into smaller words that sound similar but aren't correct. So when he says, I am everything and then nothing, does that make me omnipotent? But he says omni-poop ant. I've come to learn the language of the Wolfie. Yeah. So, that's my Wolfie. He's my head moderator. I love him to pieces. Omni poop ant. That honestly, Omni poop ant doesn't necessarily sound like an exploding insect. It sounds like an ant with explosive diarrhea. Omni poop ant. Wait, your head needs moderating? Yes, my head it definitely needs moderating. This function should take a single argument, an array of strings. Your scan function must loop through all the strings in this array and examine each one for Boolean logic. I thought Omni pot ant, but no one wanted you to think of an ant smoking pot. If the string in the array is equal to the value contraband, then you should increment a number which would represent the number of times you found contraband. So this is going to be like a for each integer plus 1 sort of loop. Okay. See, I know a little bit of this already from W3 Schools' website. Alright, so we're going to create a function called scan. Within that function, we're going to call for freight items, which is going to be automatically input by TwilioQuest. Dude, W3 Schools is amazing. I love it. It's one of my go-to websites when trying to understand certain things. I learned how to do the for each integer plus 1 loops through W3 Schools. Love that website. Excuse me. Let contraband count be initialized at 0. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely not telling me how to necessarily do the for each, so this is where I'm at to start actually reading into these. The arr.forEach method allows to run a function for every element within the array. So arr.forEach, then the name of the function goes here, which would be scan, and then item index array. I wish I'm 41. Okay, so I see alert a lot. What is alert? Is that just another way of saying print? Alert instead of console.log? Try it in a browser. Okay, so Go to jsbin.com. Okay, okay, and then in console, oh. Oh, let me see here. Okay, so just alert. Alert, boom. Oh, so that it does the pop-up is what the alert is. Okay. Gotcha. Let's to go. Alert is more of a front-end dev way of doing console.log, although that works in the front end too. So pretty much it's just a good way to differentiate between the two. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the arr.forEach method allows to run a function for every element in the array. So I'm guessing freight items is just going to be injected via the game. So then ARR, no, ARR dot, whoa! ARR dot for each. Well, that's if we probably scan for each, and then okay, so counter, that's going to be easy. That's way easier than what I learned. I was looking at like if I equals 1, then add 1 to I sort of bullshit. Okay. Your code needs to loop through every item in the freight items array. As FYI, counters are sometimes called incrementers. Yep, that's the reason why that sometimes it's coded as I plus 1. Okay. We need to start off with the loops first. Burb. Okay, you do the burb thing. Okay, so... let's just do this. Looks like a scan function was not defined in your code. At least we didn't see it in the graph. Did you name the function? Okay, so... okay. So then... for each... contraband... Okay, hold on, it's showing here. Dot for each +1. Okay, so... shit. Ugh. A function for every element within the array. Welcome back. Okay, and then at the bottom here we're going to want to return. That's where I was messing up. Contraband count. Okay. So would this actually be freight items for each scan? No, I've got things all messed up. Cannot read property for each of undefined. constant. The following lines of code are not required for the solution, but can be used by you to test your solution. Okay, so I'm kind of confused. Okay. Capitalization matters is the difference between helping Uncle Jack off a horse or helping Uncle Jack off a horse. Okay. Ah, damn it. That's pretty good. That is really good. Alright, so let's do this. I do know that we need the return after everything. So, array. Also relevant to why your code does not work. So, if I do lowercase arr, so it automatically puts it to capital ARRY. ARRAY. And then for each. Wait, hold on. I mean, does that look right so far? Because, I mean, okay, we've got a function called scan. The table, or the array, is called freight items, so according to this, array.forEach. And then for each contraband count, we do not plus plus, but each contraband count plus plus. Does that look right? Contraband count is not a function. Hold on. Okay, so then that should be scan. Okay, there was one more section, which was the if statements. Oh, okay, so no, okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Food's ready. Coming! Be right back, bud. Oi! Alright, so mainly they were just calling me real quick.
There we go. Finally. Anyways, as I was saying, I definitely do like coding. So my issue here, I'm not sure if any of you other guys know JavaScript, but what messes with me mentally is crate items I know is going to be the array, but I don't have access to that array. So is the game just going to inject that when I try to run? Which would mean I don't have to, well, yeah, which means it'd just be an argument that is input. Yeah, scrolling to the bottom, following lines of code are not required for the solution, but are used by users. Oh, so, okay, so this right here is the actual. So then. Not sure if that's what I'm supposed to do, though. I mean, I know hard coding it in there would work, but I think what the way that this code is going to occur, because I don't know. So this is a game. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a script that will scan the freight item. Okay, so the object of this game is I have to create a function that is going to scan the input array. Because what I believe happens, because it says freight items here, function scan, and then freight items is the array. I'm pretty sure with the way that this game works is it's going to input the array as an argument. That's the reason why it is the way it is up here. So as right now, it returns nothing. You're just supposed to code the function. So function scan items like. As it says right here, my code needs to loop through every item in freight items. So if we're doing a loop, that's a for each. So that's freight items dot for. What this element is. Then it says to have console.log, so it's supposed to print out. And 5. Come on. So then, doesn't print anything out. By the function, call it. last. Okay. Her contraband is 0. Just a test. Okay, so then now we need to do so it's printing out for contract. We needed the items. Six. Element. Oh boy, I've been doing this for like 4 hours. I'm about fried. Hey, for real. Okay, so go to lines 6. Then if element equal to you do a pure so if element is equal num item I would do would just I'm not understanding what. Alright, like I said, I've not do this. You gotta be very patient. Oh. Oh! Right. I need to wrap my head around this. So, okay, I think I know what. Okay, so that was giving me the array that it's going to input. I was not aware of that. I thought that was only an example. That's okay. So yeah, it does use that as an example that. So I could have changed element here to num items, right? Okay. So it returns the contraband count. Item. Okay. Honestly, we don't need this here. That's for debugging. Also, I'm gonna try something. Frequently, you'll need to execute a chunk of code once. Okay, this practice using loops and calls. You know, this is every item in the I've got to take. I've got to look at. With that being said, Say a game. I think I need to relax and do that. $824. Ooh. Well, that is nice. I got up off here. Much for not here. I'm doing for separate stream, but we'll be doing a lot more of this tomorrow. As we're back, feel free to talk to you guys.